Hey guys, it's Bible Girl. First, a small bit of housekeeping, then I'll get to the video. Tomorrow is my 6th anniversary on YouTube, and I am so close to my 300th video that I think there's a good chance I might end up doing 6 videos today, just so my 300th video can be on my 6th anniversary, because that would just be really cool and really fun. So I may be flooding your subscription box today. My apologies if that's annoying. I'll try to make them all really interesting and cool. Well, our first video for today, last night I went with my friend Lily and we saw The Woman in Black. I was going to see it regardless, as, you know, giant Harry Potter nerd. I'm contractually obligated to support Dan in all his endeavors. And it was really cool seeing Dan take on an adult role. I have seen Dan in a couple other things besides Harry Potter, which I think is a little rarer. I saw him in December Boys, where he did a pretty good job, despite there being a really awkward groping type scene. And I saw him in My Boy Jack, which, although his part wasn't huge, was essential and so sad. But this is the first time he really played an adult. He had a 4-year-old son. It was pretty cool to see him take on a role like that, and I think he excelled very well. I like the fact that, I know it's based after a book and all, but he just picked a character that interacted a lot with other adults, and having someone considerably older talk to him like an equal and as an adult definitely was of value for explaining him in this adult role, and I think he excelled at it. I think the acting was really well. It was scary in some parts, a few things that made me jump and everything, but I love seeing a horror movie that isn't all boobs and swearing and excessive gory. I mean, you know, I've seen horror movies that are gory and stuff, and I can watch those, but, you know, to see a scary movie with all those, with none of the icky things that I don't prefer to watch, was good, you know. A horror movie without sex, who would have thunk it? Now I'm going to get into a little bit of spoilers, so if you don't want that ruined, you can turn off the video and come back later. Overall, go watch it. It was good. Dan did a very good job, and I think you enjoy it. Okay, spoiler time. The ending where Dan's character ends up dead and his son is dead because he was trying to save his son from the woman in black with the train, and he meets his wife, was a little weird to me. I mean, in a way, I'm like, oh, it's nice, you're a little family, and that's cool. But it was not quite what I was expecting for the ending. There was, for a while, I was thinking that maybe the woman in black and his deceased wife would have it to, like, either protect Dan's character or the son, which could have been really cool. But, you know, it's based on a book. I have no idea if his wife is portrayed like this woman in white, all about in her wedding dress everywhere, so, you know, maybe that was just a choice. But looking at the contrast, like, it would have been really cool to do that. But that's my one little qualm. Could have thought that was cool. The ending was interesting and different. And also, as a nanny, it's kind of just interesting seeing how he treated the nanny. It's like, he barely, like, didn't refer to her by a name, or really talk to her when she was standing there at all. Like, I'd be insulted. Alright, but that was The Woman in Black. I enjoyed it. Ending was a little weird to me, but I enjoyed it. Go see it. Let's support Dan's postpartum career. Okay, guys, love y'all. Goodbye. God bless. And I will see you later today for my bunch of things so I can get to 300 videos on my 6th birthday. Bye.